guys, I wanted to take a minute, and answer a question that I got the other day, and that was, what is the main place that I use to purchase most of my trapping supplies and trapping products? And there's a variety of places that you can use. Here where I am in the Ozarks, there's honestly not very many local stores anymore that you can buy much stuff at. There's 2 or maybe 3 places around. And usually they're the guys that maybe are buying some of your local fur, and maybe they have a few baits or a few lures or maybe some traps or something, but there's not much of a selection of things. And if you need something, just for whatever, like maybe you need a bunch of crunch proof swivels, or you need some chain, or you need whatever, generally they're not going to have that. So and just because they're running a brick and mortar store, whether they're working out of their shed or their house or whatever, generally they just don't have the room to have all that stuff in stock. So generally, as a rule, I will almost always purchase my trapping supplies online. It's just easy to do that. You can have access to really anything that you would ever need or want. The prices are usually pretty decent. And shipping is usually really good from these places. I mean, you got to pay for shipping, obviously, but usually it's quick and fast. So the #1 place that I almost always use would be Minnesota Trapline Products up in Minnesota. Tim Caven, some business up there. I have never had any problems with them whatsoever. I have found their prices to be generally as good or better than anyone else. And their service is excellent. I had one thing break on me one time, and they just replaced it, no questions asked. And then the shipping is like immediate. I mean, within if you make an order like in the evening or that morning, usually it's shipping out like the next day or that afternoon. And it gets here really quick, within a couple days to me in the Ozarks, and I've got it. And I'm ready to go. So I really appreciate the fact, especially during season, that they are so fast at getting stuff out. I've never had any problems with any of my orders. They wrap all the baits and lures in electrical tape. They really pack the boxes really well. I've never had anything break. I've never had anything leak. I've never had any problems. And again, their prices are as good as anyone's. And they have everything that you could ever want there. Have I also ordered from some other people in the past? I have. I've ordered from Sterling Fur out in Ohio. I've ordered from F&T, and I've never had any problems with either one of those as well. I know some people have maybe, I read something on a couple of, like trapping groups on Facebook, that, maybe they had a couple of issues with some of these other companies, but I've never had any of those issues. I just find that Minnesota is usually, like I said, as cheap and as competitive. Let me say that, as competitive as anyone else with their prices, and they have really good products, and I like them. Plus, the thing that that's kind of a cool extra little feature about Minnesota Trapline is when you order stuff from them, depending on how much you order, they'll give you something usually, and so like if it's like $50, you get or $50 or more, you get to select from 4 or 5 different things. If it's $100 or more, you get to select from a few different things. If it's $200 or whatever, you get to select from a few different things. And I've ended up with some crunch proof swivels out of that. I got a serrated little skinny knife out of that once. I've ended up with several bottles of this Canine Force lure over the years. Hell, I think at one time I had 5 or 6 bottles of this stuff. It's actually a pretty decent little food call lure, but still, if you're going to buy it, it's like $7. So at least you got something back for your money that covers part of your shipping or whatever. And so I've never had any problems with them. So that's where I get most of my stuff, is Minnesota Trapline Products. Again, there's lots of places out there that I think are excellent. I don't think you can probably go wrong with any of the top name places, but that's just the ones that I've used. So hope that helps, and we'll talk to you guys next time.